Уважаемые коллеги, дорогие друзья,
Esteemed colleagues, dear friends, we're really happy to welcome.
У меня идет арабский, я не могу переводить. Я бы сказала, уровень участников становится интереснее и многообразнее. Сегодня с посыла организаторов, я должна сказать, сессия посвящена 55-летнему юбилею Организации исламского сотрудничества, который отмечается в этом году. И, конечно же, в теме сессии мы не смогли не затронуть такой вопрос, как изменение современного информационного пространства, информационного поля. И именно поэтому тема так и звучит. Основные тренды трансформации информационного поля в современном мире и странах ОИС. По ходу сессии вы познакомитесь и с теми людьми, которые уже не первый раз являются участниками этого мероприятия, и с теми людьми, благодаря которым мы сегодня здесь собрались. А я хотела бы не задерживать ваше внимание и передать слово одному из главных организаторов, а по сути дела того, кто нас здесь принимает и гостеприимствует.
Main organizers of this session, and I'm speaking about TAT Media, Republican Agency for Mass Media Communications, Aydar Salim Garayev. Dear friends, dear colleagues, I just want to focus on the words of our colleagues. That has become a tradition with many of you. It's not the first time that we meet, and it forms a special environment, a friendly atmosphere, warmth, and so on. So, and we, of course, are focused on our business, and we are ready to discuss the acute problems. I want to thank our dear colleagues from abroad because we have Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Tunisia, Indonesia, Turkmenistan representatives with us, and many other representatives of mass media from various countries. So I want to say separate thanks to our colleagues from Seoul, from LME, Mr. Aliemi, for the agreements that we have achieved. Because of our cooperation, we learn a lot about the life in our partner countries, and our partners, our friends, learn what is happening in Russia and in Tatarstan about the innovations that we are implementing here. Well, great expectations are connected to the visit of Mr. Abdul Hamid Al-Salehi, Director of Department of Information of OIC. I want to thank you for your support and for your interest in Kazan Forum event, because it shows the status of our cooperation. And also, I would like to thank the Strategic Vision Group, who were the initiators of that dialogue, and they activated their work even during the pandemic situation in cooperation between our countries. Kazan Forum is one of the most important venues for cooperation of Russia and the OIC countries. 100 years back, our ancestors accepted Islam, and we are now at the crossroads between the East and West and North and South, and we are a great venue. Tatarstan is a great venue for cooperation. We are one of the pilot regions for Islamic banking. We also develop halal industry, and we pay a lot of attention to Islamic education. And Kazan has become a permanent venue for international meetings. For instance, this year we're going to host BRICS, and we also had an event which combined sports and technologies. During the 15 years, we have been the venue for interaction of the Russian Federation and Islamic countries. These events have the federal status, and it is evidence that Russia is going to build tight relations with Islamic world. In the last year, we had press tours of Chinese, Indonesian, the Middle East delegations, and we foster the economic, cultural, and sports ties with many countries, including Islamic countries. This year, the guests and the participants of this conference can attend 200 various events, and we have over 500 representatives of mass media. We have already seen over 3,000 various materials, half of them from the foreign mass media sources. It shows that this venue is the focus of interest of many countries. I'm very happy that we're going to sign agreements between our mass media and foreign mass media. I hope that it will become a good tradition. I hope that we'll be able to develop new initiatives in the information cooperation between Russia and the OIC countries, and that will lead to practical results. So I wish you all productive work here. Thank you for your attention. Thank you very much, Haydar Sargaraich. Indeed, this is the key word for you. Whenever we discuss our cooperation, he always says practical dimension, practical activity, practical cooperation. So I'm very grateful that Kazan Forum is the venue for implementation, and you learn later on, it's a surprise, for implementation specific projects of cooperation between the media companies of Russia and Muslim countries. I would like to give floor to the second organizer of our today's meeting, our permanent partner for cooperation in the world. This is the, I want to give floor to the Director General of this union, Mohammed Aliyami. He is the General Director of the Union of Information Agencies of OIC.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وبعد. معالي نائب رئيس مجموعة الرؤية الاستراتيجية روسيا العالم الإسلامي محمد شين فريد، معالي المندوب الدائم سعادة رئيس الوكالة الجمهورية للصحافة والاتصال الجماهيري سليمة غريف أيدار، سعادة مدير إدارة الإعلام في الأمانة العامة لمنظمة التعاون الإسلامي الدكتور عبد الحميد الصالحي، أصحاب المعالي السعادة، ممثلي وكالة الأنباء الأعضاء والمؤسسات الإعلامية، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يسرني أن أرحب بكم في مستهل هذه الجلسة الإعلامية التي تناقش موضوعا في غاية الأهمية وتعقد في إطار منتدى كازان 2024 الذي أصبح.
We're going to discuss important. We're going to discuss very important subjects for our cooperation, to enhance our cooperation, to get better understanding. And as you know, the information space between Russia and between the Organization of Islamic Cooperation We have common goals, common plans. In spite of our differences that we have in culture, we still have the unification under the umbrella of this organization. And the monopoly of information space is already in the past, because all the world now is built on exchange of information. We exchange data, we exchange information. We want to enhance the ties between the information agencies. And first of all, we're talking about the Palestinian issue. And moreover, it is very important to look at the terminology that is used in the current information environment. We need to come to an understanding and agreement on some terms. We need to agree on terms and definitions. And against the background of this aggression of Israel against Palestine, we need also to combine our efforts, our cooperation with Organization of Islamic Cooperation. And in order to prevent these subjective, non-objective statements which we see in some mass media sources, in order to prevent the crimes that Israel is committing. And also, we need to use the information environment for cultural exchange, so that we could have interconfessional and intercultural dialogue. And moreover, later on, we want to take steps together with you. We want to cooperate with OIC, and the Strategic Vision Group want to be in closer cooperation. Also, I want to send an appeal to what we need. And we need to prevent the attempts of some information agencies which are trying to present the human crimes in a different light. Also, would like I would like to thank the organizers of this forum for this invitation to take part in this forum. Also, the group of Strategic Vision Russia, Islamic World, for this opportunity to discuss these main problems and issues that are of concern to us. We are ready for the dialogue on the permanent basis, always, also at this venue. Thank you very much for your attention.
سفير كلامك رائع.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Liami, and I'm very happy that the organizers today mentioned this role, this cardinal role that the Strategic Vision Group played in establishing this dialogue. I'm talking about the Strategic Vision Group of Russia Islamic World. This group initiated this cooperation, and first of all, they initiated the dialogue to establish this dialogue in media environment. That's why I'm very happy to give floor to this session to the group of strategic vision, which is represented by the Farid Muhammedshin, who is the deputy chairman of this group, the Group for Strategic Vision, Russia, Islamic World. Thank you. Esteemed ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I would like especially stress my gratitude to Russian and foreign journalists who take part in our session, those who came from various countries and represent the national agencies. Your participation in Kazan Forum and International Conference, Russia Islamic World, for the fair, multi-cultural world. This is the key session that you take part in. This international conference is the key event in this year, and the focus of it is on Russia and Islamic World cooperation to support the multipolar system cooperation, which would be in the interests of the world majority. So our joint task here, including this session, the session is called the Trends and Transformations in the OIC countries. We want to attract journalists, the national agencies, international organizations. We want to have some joint illustration of what is going on, especially at this Kazan Forum, both on Russian platforms and foreign platforms. We already mentioned the OIC contacts, the Russian representation here. Our government is represented here. The Saudi Arabia is represented here. And I just want to underscore something. It's already been mentioned several times. The OIC already celebrated its 55th anniversary, and we actually are expecting Turko Davidova and Natalia Baratinova from Jeddah, and they're going to, I see Natalia, they're going to participate in our meeting too. I just want to remind you that even here in Kazan Forum last year, we had a partner. We had a broad media session, thanks to Mohammed Al-Yemi, thanks to him, and to Aidar Salim Garaev, and all foreign and Russian journalists. We want to thank them for organizing this session and for their initiatives to expand their cooperation and to enhance our work at this economic forum. Again, I want to reiterate and I want to express my gratitude to the esteemed Dr. Mohammed Al-Yami. Thank you very much for your personal participation and for a great conceptual speech at this session. We think that our media session here is devoted to the 55th anniversary of OIC. We know that there are 57 countries, member countries in this organization, and they are a great force. This is the second intergovernmental organization after the United Nations. So we can be supported by this organization, the Secretary General of OIC, and we lately we have made our work more active, and here I would like to express my gratitude to the Director of the Department of Organization, Mr. Abdulhamid Al-Salehi, who is the Director of the Department of Information of OIC. I hope that in this forum we have a lot of Russian and foreign journalists and also some information agencies, national information agencies and information agencies. We hope that they will be able to convey the information that they receive at this forum, which will enhance not only our cooperation in the media sphere, but in all other aspects of cooperation of the Islamic world. I just want to say that 25 years ago we signed an agreement between the Islamic agency and the Russian agency, and we have already implemented a number of international events and also roundtables to enhance the international media cooperation. I want to also greet our dear colleagues from Sputnik, Vasily Pushkov and Indira Zharovo. I see them here, they're present here. So as the result of our joint effort, it's the cooperation in exchanging the materials, holding master classes, and it is being implemented by the Russian media companies and the agencies after our joint sessions, and after we converged on the matters of principle in many sessions. Of course, we have great hopes because we wanted to oppose the monopoly and manipulation of the stream of information. We want to form a diverse and multipolar information environment. Let me say a few words about the conference of Russia Islamic World, which will held here May 16 in IT Park. We're going to discuss new possibilities of Russia cooperation with Islamic world in the fast-changing political situation in the West. We're going to discuss the approaches to building the multipolar, fair world, and looking at the international tension and the political crisis in the Middle East. I think that we'll also dwell on some humanitarian issues of Palestinian-Israeli conflict. We have invited the politicians and the society leaders, the members of OIC who work in Moscow, the chairman of the Strategic Vision Group, Mr. Minikhanov, is going to be the first speaker. In the greeting of the conference and the forum, the President of the Russian Federation, Mr. Putin, noted that we pay a great attention to this Islamic forum and to the forum of mass media, the forum of journalists, and we also want to underscore that the OIC. Cooperation with Russia is expanding. We'll have some speakers from Russia and from abroad. We have over 200 guests. They represent the opinion leaders from politics, from the society, from religious organizations. We want to oppose the one-sided architecture of the world. And of course, it goes without saying that we are going to form the multipolar world where people would be safe and secure, and it can only be achieved with participation of all the international organizations, the communities, and we also want to preserve the individual cultures and values of each culture of many countries, and Russia is interested in enhancing the moral and religious values where Islam and Christianity are based on the same moral values. So in this endeavor, OIC representatives can have their great input. I want to wish all the participants of this session fruitful work, and I hope that it's going to be another step towards the multipolar world and equality. And I want to congratulate you once again on the 55th anniversary of OIC, because Russia has been 20 years the observer in OIC.
Thank you very much. To tell the truth, the group is the initiator of everything that happens right now in the media sphere between Russia and the Islamic world. And of course, we know that the role of this group is enormous, and I'm very thankful that you actually remember about our anniversary, because for Russia, the OIC, which is 55 years old, is I guess very close organization, despite the fact that we are only observers, but we cooperate in many fields. In many things, this interaction is possible thanks to the Secretary General of OIC, because we always meet our initiatives, and they are not very simple, these initiatives, but we nevertheless try to support them. And I want to give the floor to the man who is a representative of Information Department of OIC, Director of Information Department of OIC, Mr. Abdul Hamid Asaleh. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you, first of all, good afternoon. For me, it's an honor to be here today on this event. Here, Secretary General of OIC took part several times, and this place represents a bridge for exchange of our experience between the participants of our organization. We want to thank the organizers of this forum who worked hard on the development of cooperation in the field of information technologies and mass media, and we want to thank also the city of Kazan, an ancient city, because it gave us the possibility to build bridges between Russia and Islamic world. And our today's meeting is dedicated to the initiative of creating OIC for taking its part in the world and becoming one of the largest international unions in the modern world. It includes countries from 4 continents, and the mass media field is the main field of activities of our organization. We develop and implement many joint projects in many fields of information, of mass media. Members of our organization, all for the last years, they have been developing the activities of our organization, coming from the fact of the necessity of cooperation, not only in the Islamic world, but also beyond this world. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, so we launched the whole range of initiatives for fighting against Islamophobia and other challenges of today, from which both Islam and the whole, not only the religion, but the whole Islamic world is suffering. Our department also works hard to support Palestine. It also stands against the aggression of Israel against the Palestinian people. Every week we cover conflict in order to show this problem from another angle. February 24th in 2024 in Istanbul, there was a meeting of ministers of information of OIC countries, and our organization is one of the leading in developing SMM sphere. The sphere which is one of the most attractive ones today. Also, we develop our job, our work on YouTube, and using YouTube we also try to cover all the events happening in the world. We have live reports from the ceremony of opening of many forums, international meetings. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we hope that our cooperation will just develop and grow, so that the interaction between Islamic countries and non-Islamic countries in this sphere will only strengthen. It was already mentioned by the previous speaker. So we have joint meetings and forums with a whole range of international organizations in media field, including the organizations from the Russian Federation, and we are very grateful to be here today on this forum in Kazan. And we hope that our projects will be developed and implemented. We want to thank Mr. Daudov for his role in the organization of this event, and of course our colleague Natalia for her help in development of the interactions between Russia and Arabic countries in all fields, including the cooperation with the countries of Islamic world in general. The Secretary General of our organization mentioned several times that our main goal is strengthening the partnership with the Russian Federation. And that's why we want to develop our cooperation in mass media field, including using some strong connections in the field of mass media. In November 2024, we held a joint meeting with representatives of Russian Information Agency VRI and with representatives of Russia Today channel. So we actually agreed we actually developed the agreement of developing the interactions between our council and Russian information agencies, including the fact that we managed we will place their videos on our platforms. So this project and many other projects are targeted to strengthen and develop the connections between our organizations in mass media field, including our organization and Russian organizations, and also professional development of journalists, of mass media staff, and of course having our mutual understanding between our countries, and of course by cooperating with largest translators in Asia, including the agency Anadolu Press from Turkey, the creation of our union was a very important event in the history of developing interactions in mass media field. We are very glad to be present here today in Kazan, and we hope that our organization will play an important role in the development of relations with Russia by increasing the level of understanding and knowing in the field of mass media. The end goal is the increase of life level for all of us. I want to thank you, my dear friends, again for the possibility to take part in this important event, so we can work together. That's in the interests of all countries in the field of culture, mass media, and other fields. So I want to thank you. May the God be with you. Thank you very much, Mr. Abdelhamid. Thank you for mentioning the people who played the key role in starting, not initiating, but starting cooperation. So, during pandemic, the representatives of the Russian Federation initiated some first meetings, online meetings, not very simple ones, but they led to the fact that now, as Aida will let me tell you, that today we will sign several agreements. I guess we will sign 3 agreements, and so I guess the cooperation began thanks to the Russian Federation. This year, 2022, Natalia Vladimirovna Taratinova called me and told that the Unity of Information Agencies of OIC is ready to sign the first agreement. And the first agreement was signed in 2021 with Sputnik. It was mentioned that this agreement was implemented during the meeting of the Strategic Vision Group. Today, ladies always ready to help us. Ms. Zinalova is here. Despite the attacks of Ukrainians, she managed to get here. I hope that she will tell us a bit about her vision on this topic. And the second lady here is Natalia Taratinova. Unfortunately, the representative of the Russian Federation on OIC, Mr. Daudov, is not here today, but Natalia, as his deputy, is always with us. So I would like to give you the floor. As you know, you made lots of things to promote our cooperation. So, distinguished colleagues, my friends, let me greet you and thank for the warm welcome here in Kazan. Unfortunately, my boss is not present here today. His schedule, unfortunately, is very tight, but we are ready to tell you about our organization. What do we do to enhance cooperation? This year, we have an anniversary of the creation of OIC, 55 years, and the previous year we had another anniversary, 20 years since Russia actually is presented in OIC. It was a historic step by the initiative of Vladimir Putin, and I guess the meaning of this step we understand only right now, because it's very important to develop connections with Islamic world, Arabic world. So our president actually made a wise decision 20 years ago. So we enhanced the connections of the Russian Federation with many OIC countries. We discussed many problems, counter-terrorism, joint counter-terrorism actions, for example. We need to mention that recent declaration in Panjshiri, summit in Panjshiri, in Gambia, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation mentioned that we had a terroristic attack in Russia. It's awful, and we are ready to cooperate to prevent such attacks in the future. Of course, we cooperate with problems considering women, sports, culture, some promotion of traditional values. So we meet the heads of World Islamic League, Mr. Issa. We discuss the challenges in humanitarian sphere, in traditional values promotion, issues in humanitarian sphere. Of course, I need to mention the positive results of the meeting held in January this year. It was very fruitful, thanks to Mr. Mahanov. Also, we had in March this year the meeting of the heads of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation with the first deputy of Sports Minister of the Russian Federation, Mr. Kadyrov, Azat Kadyrov. And moreover, we have cooperation in the information field. The pace of this cooperation is growing constantly. We have signed several agreements, and we plan to sign more in the nearest future, and we need to speed up our cooperation in the information field. Also, I want to mention that there is a very important role in interaction with world, Islamic world. It's played by the Strategic Vision Group under the leadership of Mr. Minihanov and Mr. Muhammadyan. Also, Muslim regions of Russian Federation contribute greatly to the development of our cooperation. First of all, of course, we need to mention Tatarstan here. Interaction of Russia with OIC on more relevant problems is a very important resource to solve the problems of Russian Federation in foreign politics, in international relations, not only in Islamic world, but in general. So we can see that it was huge progress was achieved in Gambia this year on our meeting. We are sure that we have lots of things to achieve and to do, but we are ready, we are positive. We can see that you are interested in promoting this cooperation. We see that the information agencies, union, and other structures and organizations were very interested in cooperation. So we want to thank them for their help. Russia is the only country that is the constant member of the United Nations Security Council, and it's also the country observing country in OIC. So we want to thank you for your support, and we are sure that the fruitful discussion which will be held here and the projects that we will develop here, they will be implemented in life, and we on our side are ready to help you if it's necessary, if we can. Thank you very much. So thank you very much, Natalia. Of course, you're welcome. Thank you very much, Natalia, but I want to make several comments. So we need to thank the representatives of the Russian Federation in OIC for their fruitful work. First of all, Mr. Gajimuradovich. He has been working for 4 years. He was our representative, and he made a huge contribution in the development of our relations. He was particularly, the development was particularly active when he was the representative of the Russian Federation. He was the head of Dagestan, ambassador plenipotentiary in Tajikistan. He was a deputy senator, so it's one of the people who are very famous both in our country and abroad. So we need to thank him again. He's here, and I guess the next day he will be one of the speakers. But unfortunately, I guess he's not today in the room right now. But still, thank you.
Коллеги, у нас...
So, dear colleagues, I guess quite soon we will have a very interesting presentation. So, right now, before looking at this presentation, I guess we need to listen to greetings to a person who, I guess, took his part in organizing the historical event this year. I came from Turkmenistan not a long time ago, and you know, an interesting media conference was held in Turkmenistan, as the city now became the capital of the Turk world, and the next speaker actually contributed largely in organization of this event. And moreover, today, you know, I visited Saudi Arabia, UAE, and other countries, and I always see him as the most active participant. And I guess that's the most vivid evidence that many stereotypes of considering this country, considering countries, they are broken by concrete people. So the floor is to representative, to the head of the Department of International Relations, State Committee of Turkmenistan on TV, Radio and Cinema, Mr. Archayev.
Dear colleagues, first of all, allow me to express my gratitude on behalf of the Turkmenistan Radio and Television Committee for the invitation. We were supported by the President of Turkmenistan, Sardan Mukhmedov. We conduct a very healthy international cooperation with the information agencies all over the world. The Government Committee of Turkmenistan has been in cooperation with the All Russia television company, VTGRK, the Mir company, the national TV radio companies of Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Azerbaijan, the Russia Today of the Russian Federation, CCTV of Chinese People's Republic, the radio company of China, and we are also a full-fledged member of the Asia-Pacific Union of TV companies. We also want to sign the communique or an agreement with TAT Media and RT TV company, the Russian companies Regnum, Sputnik, Turkmeninforms, and also the information portals Astra, Russian information agencies TASS. On May 7, 2019, between the State Committee of Turkmenistan and the Russian Institute of Cinematography signed an agreement on enhancing the qualification of Turkmenian cinema filmmakers, and we also signed an agreement on cooperation with the Mir company on the, March 10th, 2021. Online, we signed an agreement between the Committee of Turkmenistan and the Russian TV company. We signed the memorandum of understanding, and also we signed an agreement between the Novivek company and the Turkmenistan committee. We signed the memorandum of understanding. Also, we are preparing the reports on the main events in Turkmenistan, daily news. They all placed in the information field of the Russian Federation, and we value very much the relationship that have been formed between our two countries based on mutual understanding and respect. And thank you very much again for all your help, and we hope for further cooperation, fruitful cooperation in the future. Thank you very much for your attention. Farid Muhammad, can you be a moderator? Yes, I can add to what our young colleague said, that it's no secret that tomorrow during our event of the Strategic Vision Group, we'll have a speech by a very esteemed person, the national leader of Turkmenistan, Kurbangali Gurmukhamedov. That's why I would like to underscore the importance of our session tomorrow, because we have very high-level guests taking part in our. I can actually enumerate other high-level persons who are going to take part in our activities tomorrow. And I just want to underscore Turkmenistan is actively cooperating not only in economic and political spheres, but also in the field of information and mass media. Thank you very much. So it so happened that today we have the spoiler format. I already told you that we have a very interesting presentation, and Farid Murakovic said that tomorrow is going to be very interesting. So now I would like to invite the person who only recently in November became a mother of an institution. Yekaterina and Dinara Taksasonova, they became the mothers of a new video agency, Viary. And Mr. Salaher mentioned it as one of the most prospective and interesting for developing of the global south in media space. So Yekaterina Mavlenkova, the content director of Viary, so that we could learn what are the prospects of this organization and what interesting was during the launch of Ivory.
To be here today. Our video agency Viary, headquartered in the UAE, has enjoyed extensive cooperation with the media in countries that are part of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. We are eager to further expand our partnerships with media organizations across the Islamic world. We believe this cooperation will flourish for several compelling reasons. Firstly, Viary serves as the video agency of the Global South. The world is undergoing rapid changes with new cultural, political, technological centers emerging to balance the traditional influence of countries in the Global North. As nations in the Global South assume new global roles and significance, particularly through groups like BRICS+, there is a growing need for their media to access video content that reflects and prioritizes their interests. And this is the essence of Viary. We are dedicated to ensuring that the news we highlight and the voices and perspectives we amplify from and around the Global South are integral to shaping the worldview of tomorrow. Viary's extensive coverage spans breaking news, politics, technology, sports, light content, and more. In Russia, there is a saying, it's better to see once than to hear 100 times. I therefore invite you to take a short look at our short video presentation to get a taste of what we do. Press the button. No? We don't have the video presentation. Okay. Maybe our colleagues from TAT Media could help us to fix this a little bit so we can run this clip afterwards. Viary is committed to elevating voices and viewpoints from the Global South and has already become recognized as a trusted source for crucial news stories. Based in Abu Dhabi, we have continued to forge new partnerships and attract clients across the Global South. Our content and services have been acquired by some of the most renowned and major media from Latin America to China. Moreover, we have developed special relationships with the media in Islamic countries such as Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Algeria, Egypt, Turkey, Iran, Iraq, Cameroon, Nigeria, and others. We strive to meet the demands of our clients by producing approximately 1,000 video materials per month from all corners of the globe and approximately 130 hours of live streams with translations into more than 6 languages. For the convenience of our clients, we have the websites available in both English and Arabic. We are dedicated to delivering the most engaging and timely news content to our clients. Our production teams based in Abu Dhabi, Beijing, Moscow, Berlin cover stories from Asia, the Middle East, Africa, the Americas, and the CIS. We plan to establish a Latin America unit to expand our operations on that continent in the near future. Our production teams are regional experts who can swiftly source a wide range of content within their respective territories. These teams include editors, producers, and highly professional and highly experienced camera operators. We work around the clock to bring our clients the most captivating footage as news unfolds. We have been privileged to serve the media in the Global South by capturing some of modern history's most vibrant moments. And there, I think it's next. Yes, here it is. It's not playing either for some reason, which is a shame. Nevertheless, and these vibrant moments range from global newsmakers and life-changing events on the ground to the most remarkable achievements in space. As the devastating events in Gaza continue to unfold, our journalists undertake incredibly brave and perilous work. Almost daily, they venture into the heart of conflict, often facing extreme danger, to bring the world critical first-hand accounts of these events. As Mr. Al-Yemi mentioned, Ropley is the video agency that has cameramen that who are only armed with little more than cameras, notebooks, and their commitments to factual reporting. These cameramen navigate through bombings and violence. Amid the tragedy, they also discover incredible human stories that offer reassurance and a glimpse of hope. Outside of Gaza, across continents, our videographers capture the most fascinating moments and responses related to one of the world's biggest tragedies. The timely reactions of our journalists and their courageous efforts ensure that the Global South community stays informed about the realities of the situation, often at significant personal risk. Since October 2023, Viry has offered more than 2,500 video materials on this topic to clients through its platform. Our priority is to provide our clients with unique and exclusive visuals that few others have. These materials range from captivating natural scenes to an exclusive series on daily life aboard the International Space Station. Introducing ourselves at this forum, we would like to highlight the importance of intercultural exchange between nations within the Global South. We aim to capture the most outstanding religious and cultural phenomena in the most professional and captivating way, utilizing the latest filming technologies and innovative approaches to the creative process. Some of the most popular materials on Viry's portfolio have been videos that highlight the rapid pace of technological progress in the nations of the Global South. Some of the core principles of our work are journalistic accuracy and a commitment to sharing our expertise with the journalistic community in the Global South. A pillar of our professional activity is providing trusted, verified news content to our clients and their audiences. For this reason, we have established a verification unit. This unit is our dedicated response to the growing need for stronger action against distortion and forgery, while also strengthening a key aspect of modern journalism, and this is fact-checking. We validate footage from our global network of stringers and verify user-generated content from social media. Media verification tools are fundamental principles in media work today to ensure the delivery of correct and reliable information and to combat disinformation campaigns. In order to strengthen the position of the media in the Global South on this front, VARI offers workshops in various languages to media specialists. We're not only committed to sharing our expertise in verification, but also in other areas. With our knowledge of creating viral social media videos, we are prepared to guide you through effective social media management and innovative filming techniques. Our team of experts with extensive day-to-day experience in the field offers workshops both online and offline.
Коллеги, у нас получится запустить видео в Вайре? Нет? Не получается.
Which is a shame, but nevertheless. One notable example of our expertise was this year's workshop in partnership with the Union of Organization of Islamic Cooperation News Agencies, which focused on challenges in verification and news gathering in a war zone, with a particular emphasis on videos from Gaza. The workshop was conducted in 2 languages, English and Arabic, and was attended by more than 120 participants, receiving positive feedback. And we would like to use this chance to thank the Organization of Islamic Cooperation and the Union of News Agencies of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation for this chance, and we hope that this workshop marked the beginning of long-lasting and practical cooperation in various spheres. As artificial intelligence continues to evolve in the media sphere, it is crucial to constantly address the challenges posed by this technology, ensuring it develops in a way that benefits the industry while minimizing the risks. As a video agency, we incorporate AI in our daily workflows to increase efficiency while also addressing the controversies surrounding its use in content production. This dual approach allows us to harness the advantage of AI while maintaining professional standards and transparency. VARI was invited to participate in the Summit on Artificial Intelligence hosted by the African Union of Broadcasters in Cameroon this year. Following our presentations at the summit, we were honored to be asked to develop a series of additional workshops for the AUB on topics such as verification and challenges in news gathering. Last, but by no means least, we see our mission as helping the media in the Global South produce vital news content that presents a comprehensive picture of world events. To support this mission, we offer a variety of services to our partners and collaborators, including filming videos upon request. You can simply get in touch with VARI's client service, discuss your filming needs anywhere in the world, and our team of producers will promptly take on the assignment, providing you with footage that you requested. Through our exclusive partners in Russia, we also offer unique filming opportunities and content generation options in this country. To explore more of our videos and services, please visit our website at viri.video and follow our social media channels. And the links are displayed in this slide. To conclude, I would like to say that in the year since VARI was established, that was September 2023, we have seen that our work and mission are in high demand and of great interest to the media in the Global South. This inspires and empowers us to continue developing and helping our existing and future clients deliver the complete global news story to their audiences. Thank you very much for your attention.
Я думаю, что вы...
I think that you'll be able to use this opportunity and the invitation of Ekaterina, and you'll be able to see the VARI products on this side, because they are really unique And I would recognize that that's unique, and it doesn't have any analogs or something similar in the world, because apart from the video contact, one of the activity in their work is master classes, workshops, and these educational workshops have already been implemented many times, and they were actually promoted by the information department of OIC, and of course Mr. Liani knew that it will lead to specific concrete project for cooperation, and we're going to speak about this specific project in 45 minutes because we invited for the participation in this session the media experts. I would say that not only media experts but media practitioners, those people who work in mass media, and I just wanted to give you some information about those who are going to be present. We'll have the Director General of Iranian news agency IRNA, Alina Deri, the President of Indonesian Television Republic, Imam Bertasena Maymana, also Iraqi information agency Sattar Chad Sharif, the Russian newspaper Andrei Pershin, then the Director for International Cooperation Sputnik Vasily Pushkov, the Digital Solutions Andrei Beremok. Then we'll have a very interesting organization, which is the Dialogue or Regional Dialogue. This is the structure which actually is involved in something which is very urgent, and they're on the very edge of, you'll know what the edge of is. We'll have Daria Bogdanova from this organization, and also we'll have some very special people who agreed to carry the burden to listen to us, like from a side, and express their vision of it. It's I asked Mr. Misad Majid from Saudi Arabia, the Director General for Administrative Financial Issues of the Saudi Press Information Agency, and our dear, beloved Irada Zainalova. We know her. She doesn't need any presentation, and of course she's the leading journalist. We'll know that. Dear colleagues, 40 minutes for just some discussion in informal environment, and we'll have the dialogue in 40 minutes. Thank you very much, the participants of the plenary session, because it's thanks to your support we set up that tone of practical dialogue. So all those present, I want to thank you, Natalia. Thank you too, and please be back in 40 minutes.